Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here to do a flip through of the Edith Holden Folio journal that we've been making this week. So yeah, it's all finished and ready to show you it. So I've made it by repurposing the one of the Edith Holden book covers. So you can see the original spine, which I've just reinforced, and I've kept the brown spine. It's got two journals inside, removable on elastics, and then of course it's got all of the pockets and flips and flaps that we're used to seeing in folios. So we've got the frame on the front, which is a pocket, which I'll show you in a moment. I've got a book plate on the front saying Nature Notes, and then on the back is just the plain cardstock that I've got. Okay, so as I said, the frame is a pocket for this tag, and we've got one of my date labels on there. All of the tags are sewn around and backed onto manila card, so they're all, in keeping with each other. We've got this beautiful Edith Holden image in the frame, and the closure is this beautiful cream satin ribbon, which is underneath the cardstock and the frame, and so you just see it peeping out along the spine. Okay, so just check I've got you all in. Lovely. So as I said, I've got two journals in here, two little notebooks, and then we've got the flips and flaps. So I've got videos for most of these things, and as I said, I have been making it on video this week. So here we've got this piece, which I made from some cake box packaging. So that just opens, and then I've got some pearls on gold trim as the closure. I've just replaced the pearl button. This one, it's a smaller one, so it wasn't, because there's two journals in it was causing a lot more bulk than what I wanted. So we've got this that opens up, and that's really just for decoration and to hide this beautiful vellum. That's from a Your Creative Studio box. And we've got this faux vintage writing spot in there. I've done a rub-on sticker and some tea stenciling, and I wanted to keep this relatively plain because you can see it through the vellum. I've just got one of my labels on there and a bee, so that just slips in there. And then I've done all of the, all the pretty stenciling around the envelope. The envelopes were tea dyed, and I just felt like that was subtle enough for the backgrounds, but still pretty because you can see all of it. Okay, just make sure I've got you all in. There we go. So I've got the removable notepad that I did go on to do, but we'll come here first. So I've got an envelope here, which I've just collaged with various bits and pieces. This is actually a 3D brad and a kingfisher. And that flips open. There we go. So I did go ahead and do the crochet like I said I would, and I sewed this little charm onto it. I thought this colour, it's sort of a coppery colour, brought out some of the tones in the robin. So this is a pocket for a faux vintage writing spot. I've done these a few times throughout here, and then I've lined the envelope with the Edith Holden text. So that just pops in like so. Just got the beautiful Edith Holden imagery, and then I've gone ahead with the pearl trim, but I've kept it so that it's got the smaller pearls, so it was less bulky, and then I added this butterfly like so, and then it looks like the toad is looking up at the kingfisher. Okey-dokey. As I said, I've got the removable notepad here, and I've just got this clipped on the front, just for a little writing spot, or you could use it to decorate something. I just thought that looked kind of cute like that. And then the whole thing comes out for just a bit of journaling, all different papers, art paper, vintage paper, and then backed with the same cardstock. And this belly band, I've used some of the scraps from the project, and it's got May in there. So that just slips in. So of course you can, replace the notepad. So like so, try and get you in. There we go. It's because I've not got much space up there on my desk. Okay, so here we've got the first notebook that I've done. Both of them have 40 sides for journaling, so that's 80 sides in total. And I did do a video on mass making these using the book pages. and we've got some beautiful lace down there. That's the lining for this one. So we've got, you know, music sheet, paper bag is open, tea-dyed paper, and this is like a textured paper, a doily pocket, some graph paper, some book page, more tea-dyed paper, more book page, and then yeah, just the same on the back. And I've also opened this side of the paper bag, and that's the back. So we're bringing out some of the yellows and greens in this project quite a bit. And then the same again with this piece, different scrapbooking paper, and very much similar sorts of things as the pages, but this one has an envelope rather than the paper bag. So that's that one. So I've just popped the butterfly on there. Okay, and then we've got the next flippy piece. So I made this from some packaging, and then there's a little pocket. This is from the bottom of an envelope. We've got some faux vintage ephemera in there, and then this is a real vintage bus ticket. So they just slip in like so. And then I've stuck this down as a pocket for, this is the same image as what's on the front of the journal, and this time it's for April. I haven't put any eyelets in the tags because I didn't want it to be too bulky, so I haven't done those, just as a heads up. So that just pops in there. As I said, I was only originally going to be doing one notebook in here, but then actually I decided to do two, and I did explain in the making of why I made that decision. Okay, we've got an Edith Holden image here, which I've just added a label to, and then I've also made this from some packaging. Again, you know, this was made on video. So we've got some Edith Holden text and a fussy cut, vellum in the window, pocket down the bottom for some faux vintage ephemera, one of these writing spots again, this time saying spring flowers. And I think I did do these on video where this was sort of a thing torn from a notebook. So I added a rub-on sticker and a label, this time for July. Tea ring stenciling, and of course you can write on all sides of that one. So they just pop in there. And then I've stuck this whole piece down as a pocket for the last tag. Hopefully I've got enough room on my desk, there we go. For the Edith Holden book pages, and this time for August. And this one has a gold bird and chain on it. This would have come from some jewellery. And when that goes into the pocket, it's a bit of a tight squeeze because it's not gusseted or anything, but it does go in just fine. There we go. This kind of hangs down there, so it kind of decorates the pocket as well as the tag. And that is that one. So I really enjoyed making this. As I said, I did make all of it on video. So there's only a couple of videos because it did, where I had all the pieces made already, you know, ephemera and things, it did come together relatively quickly in terms of the making of videos. But I do have an Edith Holden playlist. I will link that down below if you've not caught the videos. So you can, you know, go on to see how this was made and all the pieces inside. I'm faffy with my bows as per usual. Just as a heads up, this one is already spoken for. So, you know, thank you to everyone who did get in touch, but this one has been spoken for. I think that's the end of my Edith Holden series now in terms of folios. This was the last thing that I wanted to get done. So we'll be moving on to new projects next. So thank you everyone who watched the series. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you like how it all turned out. I'm really, really happy with it. And yeah, it's a chunky monkey, but there is, you know, plenty of space there for those two journals. So I'm glad I was able to get two in, really. So thank you all so much, and we'll speak very soon. Bye for now.